Hi everyone, sorry for the delay. Thank you for patiently waiting. My name is Ksenia Gershberg and I'm the founder of Millennial Mommy and Millennial Parenthood. Thank you for joining in today. I also want to thank all of the speakers that took their time throughout the week to talk to the group and all of the viewers for watching. Today I'm going to discuss prenatal vitamins. So we're going to break them down, when to take them, which ones to take, what are the key ingredients to look for. So when moms find out that initially they're pregnant, that's the first thing that they want to know, which prenatal vitamins are the best to take. Prenatal vitamins are important for the growing demands of your changing body to assure that your baby is getting all of their nutrients for proper development. There are so many prenatal vitamins out on the market. It's so hard to choose the best one because, of course, as a mother, you want only the best for your little one. So how do you decide? There's so many brands out there. Check the ingredients and make sure they cover all the basics and go beyond. Knowing what they are made up of and making sure that they do not contain any chemicals, any additives, or sugars is also important because everything you put into your body is passed on to the baby. So you want to buy the best of the best. Sorry, it's a little windy over here. Okay, so it's also important to know that all prenatals not all of them contain DHA and EPA, and that's very important. Omega-3s for your brain function, your eyes, and your central nervous system. So it takes care of that for your baby. So you want to make sure your prenatal vitamin does not have that. You have to buy it as an extra supplement. Some moms are also allergic to iodine or iron, and most companies make them with it except one of them. It's very, very hard to find a company that does not include iodine in prenatals because it has been in the United States required because of all the thyroid deficiencies moms get postpartum. So there's only one that I have found. It's called Best Nest, and I actually like that brand because they also have a probiotic component in them, so you don't have to take multiple vitamins throughout the day. It has folate instead of folic acid, and I will talk about the difference later on and why it's important to take folate instead. It has an organic wellness blend made up of raspberry red leaf tea, which is good to tone up your uterus. It has ginger to aid with nausea and chamomile to soothe you. So it's perfect, especially if you're experiencing first time trimester, that morning sickness. It's very gentle and it can help ease that for you. So it's also important to look for a probiotic as well because a lot of moms, unfortunately, do get yeast infections during pregnancy. It's very common. You have to make sure that you are taking probiotics to ensure that your gut flora is good and everything is good. So I wanted to break down the vitamins and go over what to look for in the ingredients. So folate. It is important to start taking prenatals early on, even before you get pregnant. And the reason is because folate, a lot of women are deficient in folate, and folate is actually, it reduces chances of birth defects and such as spina bifida. So, and those first weeks of pregnancy are crucial, and usually moms don't find out they're pregnant until, later on. They don't find out until like 4 or 5 weeks in, and you're already missing that crucial step. So you know that you need to take that folate supplement if you're childbearing age, if you're ready to have kids. Take it. I suggest usually to my moms to take it about 3 to 6 months beforehand, just so you have enough supplementation. So, according to the American Congress of Obstetrics and Gynecologists, taking 400 micrograms of folic acid daily for at least 1 month before pregnancy and during pregnancy may help prevent major birth defects of the baby's brain and spine, called neural tooth defects. So it's very, very crucial. So also they recommend 600 micrograms during pregnancy, but most prenatal supplements, if you look on the back, they have about 800 to make sure that you are getting the right amount. And again, it helps prevent birth defects of the brain and spine and supports the general growth and development of the fetus and the placenta. So very, very important, very crucial. It is important to understand the difference between folic acid and folate. Folic acid is a synthetic version of folate. So folate is a water-soluble B vitamin, is naturally occurring and can be found in various foods such as green leafy vegetables, such as spinach. High levels of folic acid has been linked to causing cancer because it remains in the blood instead of filtering out. Chris Kessler states researchers have hypothesized that the excessive consumption of folic acid in fortified foods may be directly related to increase in cancer rate. Excess folic acid may stimulate the growth of established neoplasms, which can lead to cancer. So it's very important to check your labels. A lot of prenatals, for some reason, still have folic acid in them. So I always tell my moms, look on the back and make sure that you're taking folate, the natural. I know it's really hard, especially for moms like first trimester, they're having morning sickness to like have tons of like leafy green vegetables. So make sure to just supplement and make sure you're supplementing with folate. B6 is also a very important vitamin, and I tell moms to make sure how much of it is in the prenatal vitamins. It's very essential to take during pregnancy. According to the American Pregnancy Association, vitamin B6, the water-soluble vitamin used in over 100 essential processes in your body to produce amino acids and metabolize macronutrients such as carbs, proteins, and fats. Consuming enough vitamin B6 is crucial to the function of nearly every aspect of your body and health, from blood cell production to brain function. So you want to make sure that baby is getting all of that. Enough of B6 can also be your solution to morning sickness, which many moms experience, so that's a big plus. You will probably need to take an additional B6 supplement throughout the day. Usually OBs and midwives, you can talk to them about it, to your health practitioner who you're seeing, and ask them what the recommended dose for you is. Usually they recommend about 25 milligrams to 50 milligrams in one vitamin of B6, and probably depends how severe your morning sickness or nausea is, because it can last throughout the day. If it's severe, then about take it up to 3 times a day to help with it. So definitely talk to your provider about it. Also, the food sources of B6 are sunflower seeds, pistachios, fish such as wild salmon is really good. Chicken, turkey, dried fruits such as prunes, raisins, or apricots. You could use that as a snack to munch on. Lean beef, bananas, avocados, and spinach also have good B6 sources. So definitely try to eat those, especially in your first trimester if you can. So calcium is also important, and the recommended dosage is 1,000 milligrams to help build strong bones and teeth. Best sources are dairy, sardines, and green leafy vegetables. Iron is important, 27 milligrams if you're not allergic to it. Again, some moms, it's kind of heavy for them. So Best Nest does have a supplement that's iron and iodine free. So the iron helps red blood cells deliver oxygen to their baby. Many moms find out that they do have anemia during pregnancy because of how much iron is required. So it's good to make sure your levels are good and supplement accordingly. Good sources are lean red meat, chicken, fish, dried beans, peas, and prune juice. Vitamin A helps with bone growth, healthy skin, and eyesight. Great sources are carrots, green leafy vegetables, and sweet potatoes. Definitely green leafy vegetables cover a lot of vitamins. Vitamin C promotes healthy gums and teeth and bones. Great sources are citrus, tomatoes, strawberries, and broccoli. Vitamin D, that's like a big one that I wanted to talk about because a lot of people in the United States, including women, are vitamin D deficient, and vitamin D is crucial during pregnancy. So it builds baby's bones, teeth, and promotes healthy skin and eyesight. Great sources are fortified milk, salmon, sardines, and sunlight, which, a lot of us do not get enough sunlight at all. We're always at work, busy throughout the day, sitting in offices. So we are not getting that sunlight for sure. So many women are deficient in vitamin D even prior to pregnancy. So it is important to monitor vitamin D levels and make sure your practitioner does a blood test to make sure your vitamin D levels are up. You may need to take more vitamin D than is in your prenatal supplements, so you take it as needed. You can talk to your practitioner about it, but usually moms take it on top of taking the prenatal vitamin, because in the prenatal vitamins there is not enough vitamin D if you are having that deficiency. According to ACOG, severe vitamin D deficiency during pregnancy has been linked with abnormal skeletal development, congenital rickets, and bone fractures in newborns. They say that the most likely pregnant women who are at risk of vitamin D deficiency are ones that do not receive sunlight daily, which is most of us. Vitamin B12 is also important, and it's also important to take if you're vegetarian, so definitely supplement with vitamin B12. It maintains the nervous system, and it's needed to form red blood cells. So those are very important nutrients. Check on the back of your prenatal vitamin if you are taking prenatals. Overall, it is important to eat a balanced and healthy diet in conjunction to supplementation to ensure the right start for your baby. Health does start in the womb, and if you are interested in learning more about how to have a happy, healthy, and holistic pregnancy, contact me at millennialmommy@gmail.com to sign up for a webinar. I will navigate you through the ins and outs of pregnancy, and you will have a 24/7 access to a support group where moms like you are also going through the same steps. I cannot stress enough how important it is to have that ability to communicate with moms that are going through the same stages, to build those friendships that will help you ride that roller coaster of parenthood. So definitely let me know if you need anything. Millennial Parenthood has been set up as resources, and I hope with these speaker series that you learn a little bit and you can make informed decisions by yourself. That's what I struggled with when I was a first-time mom, and I really don't want anyone else to struggle with that. So I'm also giving away one free webinar to whoever comments on my video. You will be entered. They have time until midnight to comment on my video, and I will enter you in a raffle, and I will announce it probably tomorrow. So let me know. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you had a wonderful week and enjoy the weekend. And thank you so much. Bye, everyone.